Hi everyone, I'm Zuzka, the Craftsy Penguin. Welcome back to another video. This one is going to be a mix of segments, two segments actually, that I filmed in May and early June. And I was only able to edit them together now, so this is it. First of these is a thing that you have already seen in the video with the rainbow skirt. That is the Spiderdream top. I had it done about the first days of June. I think I filmed the segment on the 4th of June, so it was done just the day before. And for the whole time I was not sure if the colors are going to work and everything, but you're gonna see in the segment that it was good in the end. I didn't use the whole yarn cake. I have a small reminder of that, but you'll see that as well. And I tried it over the skirt that I made out of an OSHA ring sling for carrying kiddos and over just some blue shirt, but I think the combinations with this are going to be awesome. So those of you who follow my Instagram or my Facebook page, you have already seen this, but here's the segment. Hello! Just a quick one so that you can see the tunic, the Spiderdream top that I finished yesterday actually. This is the remainder of the yarn, and woohoo, you can see it's the whole of the light pink without any other color in it. And I thought I would make some more rows down here with it, but it's already long enough. I think it looks really nice and I'm really happy with it. I already shared it with my friends in our Discord, and my friend Blanca is already interested in having something like this as well, so I'll be maybe making another one in the near future. I'm not sure, but she needs to choose her yarn cake, of course, or yarn to use. So I have about 24 grams remaining of the yarn, but the whole of the yarn cake is basically used in this, and I'm really happy with the result. I think it looks great, particularly with this skirt that I made and the blue t-shirt under it, but it's gonna work with other stuff, I think jeans and tank tops, and I have some tan colored, you know, like skin colored tank top, which I'm curious how it's gonna look with this, but I have a pink one as well, which is gonna be great, I think. So yeah, I'm seeing I'm cutting my head off in this footage. Sorry, I'm not used to filming in the mirror like this, but oh, and there are the sirens. That's just a test of the sirens, if you're hearing that. But I just wanted to make a segment like this to put together with another one that I have ready from last week for the next update. So this is how it looks, and I think it's great. I had some doubts when I was working on it, but woohoo, it ended up looking really amazing, I think. So yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. Bye. Alright, and now the second thing that was actually filmed before the Spiderdream top. Sorry for this timey-wimey. I had this finished quite in advance because I wasn't sure when I'm going to need this. It was kinda mystery because with births of children you never know when they're coming, and this was a gift to a mother and her children. And without further ado, here is the segment. Hi again, I'm filming this in advance just after doing that rainbow skirt and Spiderdream top video because I'm not sure when I'm going to have to give this crafty thing away and if I'll have the time to film it, because it's sort of time sensitive, but in the surprise kind of way. This is a gift for my bestest of friends for the birth of her second child. And I have already shown you a sneak peek of this project when I showed you these 2 bags of embroidery floss, and I had this color coded or color matched to 2 kinds of birds, because her first child has this, you know, it's not a spirit animal, but he's sometimes being called ledňáček, which is kingfisher in English, because he was born in January, which is leden in Czech language. And since he was born, this friend had quite a lot of misadventures with trying to have another child. And finally, after quite a long time and after quite a lot of sorrow, she's expecting her second one, and the birth is going to be, you know, in the next, I don't know, week or something like that. Basically, he's expected to be born in June, which in Czech again is červen, and there is a bird that in Czech is called červenka, so this second child has this nickname of červenka, and červenka in English is red robin, a robin. So I made these 2. I made 2 small cross-stitch pictures. I know I shouldn't call this embroidery, but to me everything where you work with needle and thread to make a picture is embroidery, sorry. So here is the little robin, and here is the little kingfisher, and I'm planning to give this to her when the second child is born, either when she's still at hospital or when they return home. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to visit them in the hospital, but I hope so. I hope I will. And you can tell I'm pretty emotional about this because she's really close to my heart, and her story is just... I'm not the one to tell her story, but her story is just kind of heartbreaking at many points and still full of love and hope, and yeah, it's doing something to me. So these 2 are ready to be given as gifts. Also the frames that I have for them are from our local craft store, which I don't really prefer normally to buy from, but in this case it was the best option. And wow, the light did a thing, sorry. It was the best option, and it was kind of hard to put the canvas into the frame. I did that after the embroidery was done, and it required quite a lot of strength, and I was worried if I'm not gonna break it. So in the end it worked, it's all okay, but yeah, it's kind of tough. So next time maybe I'll be looking into those frames that you can, you know, screw on, and they just didn't have the right size of those or the right kind of wood. because some of them are sort of flimsy, or you can buy plastic ones. This is also plastic, but you can buy, you know, the colored plastic ones, and I didn't like that. So I have them like this, and they are just simply sewn like this at the back, which was quite easy to do. So yeah, again, I think this is going to be just a segment in another video, but I wanted to film it when I still have the pictures with me before I give them to her, and I will tell you when they were given, what was the reaction basically, if she liked them and all of that. So thank you, and let's go to the video in which this segment is going to be inserted. Bye. And welcome back to today. We are in July already, and I was able to give these cross-stitch pictures to her, but it got kind of complicated because apparently the fate just doesn't decide to be kind to her. She was waiting quite a long time for the baby to be born. It was over the due date, you know, all of that, but that's quite normal actually. But then the birth was kind of emergency situation, but in the end, after, I don't know, like a week that he was in NICU, the child was in NICU, he had trouble breathing. He got better then, it's now alright, they're at home already. They spent like 2 weeks going to visit him at the hospital because she was discharged from the hospital where she gave birth, but he was transported to another hospital that had the right facilities for him, and he had to stay there, and the parents were visiting him, which, oh, it was tough. But since she needed people to drive her to the hospital or back, because going by public transport was not really convenient, especially right after birth, you know. So I was happy enough to help her with that, and one of the days in the week before I went to our vacation, I was able to drive her to the hospital and back. And at that opportunity I gave her the pictures, and she was really happy with them. I am glad to report that she liked them a lot, and she already posted them on her Instagram. I posted them on mine, so if you follow that, again, you have already seen this, but I wanted to post the story, so here it is. And there's one thing that I could have thought of, but I didn't. And that is that the birds are facing both the same way on the pictures, and I could have done them the way that they are looking at each other, but who knows where it's gonna be used in the end, if it's gonna be decoration. She mentioned they might have this as their mark on something. Maybe when they're bigger and they have their children's room, they might have it on their I don't know, armoire, or even the door of the room. I have no idea. That's on her. So this is how it went in the end with the embroideries or the cross stitch, and I'm really happy I was able to do this for her, and that I was able to help her after the child was born, you know, with all the struggles that they had. I had this tiny speck of something that I could give her in all of that. So now they're okay, the kiddo is still under, you know, medical checks, controls, or all of that, but he's approaching 1 month. I think by the time I post this video, he's going to be over over 1 month old. Sweet little baby. So I'm really happy for them. I hope all of the bad stuff is already over and behind them, and I wish them all the best. And I'm emotional again. I just cannot be. So with all of that said, all of those segments you've seen, this is all for now. I'm working on my current stuff. You can see a sneak peek over here of the triangular shawl that you have seen in the last video, so you can pinpoint this to a time. There is no confusion about the timeline now, I hope. And for now, have a great time, enjoy crafting, enjoy creating, and enjoy the colors. Goodbye.